Hello TNT Clubbers, this is Mr. Rudy here, and this week we are studying section 1.5, God is Eternal. Alright, now sometimes studying about something, it's helpful to study what it is not. So before we talk about what is eternal, let's talk about some things that are not eternal. So I have here some food items that Mr. Rudy got out of his pantry in his kitchen, and let's just see. Did you know that most food items that are packaged like this in the grocery store have an expiration date on them, or a date that says best used by? So let's check this box of cereal here, and this one says August 2021. Well, that's, if I don't eat this up real quick, that'll last a good long time. All right, what about this one here? This is Belvitas. They're kind of like a breakfast cookie. This one is coconut flavor. And what does this say? And this one says March 2021. Well, that's about the same length as that one, so we put those two together. Okay, now rice. Now, can rice ever go bad? I gotta ask. Anyway, let's see what this says. Rice, where is it? Here it is on the bottom. And it says February 2022. A couple years away. All right, so we'll put that one there. Soup. Now, who doesn't like soup? Oops, take a look at that. Minestrone soup. Ooh, good stuff. All right, what is this? How long will this last? It's in a can. She'll last a long time, right? All right, let's see. Anybody want to guess? Give me. How many years do you think this might be? All right, let's see if you're right. This is June 2022, so that's about as long as the rice is. All right, good. Now, one last item. You all recognize this, right? This one happens to be empty, but this is a bottle of milk, and it says on here October 1st. Can you see that? But there's no date at all on that, so I guess that means October 1st this year. Well, it's a good thing Mr. Rudy finished the milk this morning, otherwise it'd go bad and start smelling, right? So all these things have a shelf life, is what they say in the market. They're good until a certain time, and then after that, they kind of go bad, or they expire, or they turn rotten like the milk. They start smelling and no good. Now, did you know that we as people also have expiration dates? Yep. All right, let's see if Mr. Rudy has an expiration date here, so I can find one here. Oh, there we go. Mr. Rudy has an expiration date, and he is good until question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, what does that mean? Well, this body that you all see, which you all think is Mr. Rudy, is actually made of two parts. It's made of the physical body, and it's made of the soul. Now, this physical body, at some day, is going to expire, or is going to end, and we're going to bury it in the ground. But the soul, the part that's inside, that lives forever, is going to go living forever, either in heaven with God, or in eternity away from God, in a place that we call Hades. All right? So that soul is going to continue forever. Now, the soul had a beginning, but it has no end. So let's get back to our lesson. God is eternal. What does that mean? All right, let's read our memory verse, and Mr. Reed's going to need his glasses here. Our memory verse is taken from Psalms 90, verse 2. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever ye had formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. All right, so there's a hint in that verse. From everlasting to everlasting. From before the world began, before time began, until after the world ends, and this body ends, and time ends, God has always been. God never has a beginning. He's not going to have an end. That's a kind of hard concept. So let me let me see if I can illustrate that a little bit. All right, take a look at the circle. All right? Does this circle have a beginning? No. Does it have an end? No. They just keep going on and on and on, round and round and round. That's not a great example for God, because God's much more powerful than a circle. But the idea is, like God, this circle has no beginning and no end. There's another verse that says God is unchangeable. He is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Well, if you look at this circle, you notice it is the same here down at the bottom, as it is over here on the side, as it is up here on the top. It is the same all the way around. That's another illustration of what God is. He is eternal, and he never changes, which means that his promises to us never changed. Like his promises that say he will take away our sins, and when we leave this earth, we'll go and live with him for all eternity. That promise will never change because God never changes. All right? So I hope that helps you understand just a little bit about what it means when the lesson book talks about God is eternal. All right? Hope you guys have a good week. Study hard. I enjoy talking to some of you on the phone when you say your verses to me. So keep working hard, guys, and we will talk to you soon. All right? Have a good week. Bye.